Welcome back to another episode in our Sri Lankan tuk-tuk road trip series. Today we're going to be exploring Polonnaruwa Ancient City and Kaudulla National Park. We've recently been exploring Sigiriya and also Ritigala. So if you haven't yet watched that video, you should watch it after this one. Anyway, now we've moved about 20 kilometers to a place named Habarana. Another fun-filled adventure, so stick around to see what we get up to and join us for the ride. And also, we're super happy to be staying in another wonderful accommodation. And my husband is turning into an elephant. Hi, I'm Lucie.
Hello, I'm Lailu.
We are husband and wife living in the south of Sri Lanka. Follow us in this travel series as we venture from the south to the north of Sri Lanka in our tuk-tuk. Stopping at Kurinagala, Dambula, Sigiriya, Polonnaruwa, Trimcommoli, Anuradhapura, Kalpitiya, Mana, and all the way up to Jaffna. We'll be exploring popular must-see places, but also taking many trips on the road less travelled to find mesmerising places rich in history. So jump in and join us for this adventure.
This is insane. Only in Sri Lanka.
So last night we spent the night in Habarana and today we're taking the hour-and-a-half drive to Polonnaruwa.
Let's go.
Let's go. Ada potty prashne. Today little problem. Our signal lights, our indicator is not working. It's on. Off. On. Wait in there. It's not working. It doesn't seem that it's something easy to fix, so we're going to start heading to Polonnaruwa and along the way try to find a repair shop that can fix our signal lights, because it's super important that we have working signal lights, especially on the main roads. There are so many police around this area. I've actually been stopped 3 times now, so today was our 3rd time being stopped. But these guys, there were 2 policemen, they were really, really lovely. The last 2 times I've been stopped by the police, they were really not that nice, especially the first time. But today they were really, really lovely. We just had a lovely conversation. And now we've just stopped for a fresh coconut on our way to Polonnaruwa. I think we have like 35 kilometers left to go. But it's a really beautiful drive. The road is so lovely. We've just been driving along the side of Polonnaruwa National Park. We haven't seen any elephants yet on the road, but there's a ton of elephant poo. And yeah, it's just a really pleasant drive actually. Okay, we've just found ourselves a repair shop on the side of the road. You can usually find vehicle repairs when they have the tyres outside, so we just stopped. This guy's come out, he's gonna have a little look. I think it's some sort of wiring connection problem, so it should be an easy fix, I'm hoping. Alright, well that was quite unsuccessful. Our signal lights are still not working. We're around 10 minutes away. We just stopped again to get some corn. And we're off. Let's go, you ready? Yeah. Okay, so we've just stopped on the side of the road at a place where we can rent bicycles, because it's recommended that you cycle around Polonnaruwa Ancient City on a bicycle. It's the best way to see the sights. It's the most leisurely, enjoyable way. So we parked our tuk-tuk here hoping it's going to be safe. I think there's CCTV here. And yeah, we're renting these bicycles, so let's go exploring. only just started exploring Polonnaruwa Ancient City, and it's so beautiful. It's so hot. Like, of course, we have timed it perfectly to be exploring in the peak heat of the day. It's coming up to midday. And yesterday we were hiking Sigiriya Lion Rock, and it was, again, the peak heat of the day, right in the middle of the day. But it was so windy, so it was really pleasant. Like, we weren't burning up or sweating buckets. But today, there's no wind. It's extreme. I've actually put sun cream on today, which is a first for me. But look at this. This is magnificent. This is our first stop, the Citadel. Now we're going to head to the Royal Palace. I've never been anywhere in Sri Lanka where there are so many people trying to sell you things. It's like ruining the experience. You're trying to have a relaxed time, trying to take in the culture, and there's all these people running at you trying to sell you things. Yeah, it really does take away from the experience, but it doesn't take the beauty away. It's incredible. Look at these pillars. Wow. In the late 10th century, Polonnaruwa became the capital of Sri Lanka, which was previously known as Ceylon, and became the capital after the destruction of Anuradhapura. This intriguing place with well-preserved ruins was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1982, and is the perfect way to spend your day cycling through the many different areas of this ancient city. It's a really beautiful place to hire a bicycle and just cycle around from each of the archaeological sites. You look so cute on your summer vacation. There are so many checkpoints where people are checking your tickets along the way. Woo! My brakes aren't working. Okay, I can't talk now. This is a paved thing. Oh. There's loads of checkpoints along the way where the security is checking everyone's tickets, making sure that you haven't snuck into the complex. And every time we reach a checkpoint, we get our tickets out and they're like, no, because I'm on the locals ticket. And then we have to explain everything, and sometimes we have to show all of our documentation. So I think today we've shown our documentations maybe 3 times already. This is so wonderful though. This was my favourite part of exploring Polonnaruwa Ancient City. I was absolutely in awe of the building, the details carved into the stone and brickwork, and how well preserved it is, that it still stands so strong and proud after all these hundreds of years. Absolutely astounding. Good morning everyone. I've just woken up to the most beautiful morning. It's so amazing to be surrounded by all these different sounds, all the birds. Oh, it's so wonderful. I got up early this morning and I've just gone for a little walk around the property, and I visited the organic garden, so that was really lovely. I think I was the first one up today. I was up with the workers who were watering the garden. Left Lahira in bed. I've just made a coffee and just been relaxing here on the balcony doing some work.
This is the life.
This morning we're heading out on a bicycle tour. We're going to go exploring the local area and the villages that are surrounding the accommodation. So where we're staying, the other corner, they've actually organised this for us. And this is one of the activities that they provide to the guests that are staying here. It's a really cool experience. So many people, they're coming to places and just going to the big touristy attractions, but they're not experiencing smaller things like this and experiencing the local life. We can't cycle over this bridge. We can't even walk over it properly. As we cycled through small, quiet villages, our guide explained to us that the people living here live as much off of the land as possible, growing, harvesting and drying their own rice to feed their families, making their own coconut oil. They also cook their meals and share with each other in the community. I love this simplistic way of life, and from this excursion took a few ideas away with me of what we can implement into our rural living in the south. On the side of the road here there is some coconut drying, and that will be used to make coconut oil. And I think it's so interesting to be able to see the process behind the ingredients that you use in food. Like coconut oil, instead of just going to a shop and buying a bottle of coconut oil, you actually get to see it being prepared and the whole process behind it. Wonderful bicycle ride through the local villages, and it was really interesting to see the process that goes into making coconut oil. So from it being dried on the side of the road in the sun to when it goes into the mill to extract the oil. It was really awesome to see. Anyway, we've come back to our accommodation, and just before we head off on our next excursion, we want to show you around where we're staying because it's amazing. So follow me up to our bedroom. First we have our nice outside area here. As you can see, our view is the jungle. This morning I woke up to listening to the birds in the trees, and last night we heard something in there. We didn't know what it was, but it's a really nice place to just come and relax with a coffee or a beer or whatever. Just really chill here and take in the nature. This is our bedroom. We have aircon in here so it stays nice and cool, because the area where we're staying in Habarana, this is in the dry zone. So it's very, very hot at the moment. So it's really refreshing to be able to come back to your room and have the aircon, and it's just really pleasant. Anyway, we have our desk area and coffee station on the left. This is where I've been doing all of our work. This morning I was up 2 hours earlier than Lahiri doing everything. And then we have our gigantic bed, which is super, super, super comfortable. I literally had a die sleep last night. We've got a massive wardrobe with a full-length mirror. That's very rare. And then we have a fridge. These rooms are nice and spacious, so you can come and stay here with your family. And this room comes with another single bed, so if you have a baby, a child with you, baby can sleep here and you can sleep here. Then we have bathroom 1. This just has the toilet and sink. And then we have bathroom 2. It has sink, toilet and shower, and the shower is one of the best showers I've had in any of the accommodations I've stayed in Sri Lanka. It's amazing. It's really hot, like you can have a scalding hot shower, like it goes really hot, and it's really powerful, it's really spacious, it's really clean. They do an amazing job at cleaning in here. When you come into your accommodation and it's the first time you come in, they've got all the sanitized labels everywhere, so you know that it's had a thorough clean between guests, which is always really nice to know. Woo! Go Samia! And as we're walking to lunch, we just want to show you the rest of the property because it's so big and there's quite a few things going on. So when you arrive to the other place, you're greeted by this wonderful bridge that you need to walk across in order to get to the reception. When we arrived here yesterday, we were welcomed with a really delicious herbal welcome drink, and we also did the traditional Sri Lankan welcome with the lighting of the oil lamp, which is really special. I've never done that before. Then down through here they have an organic garden where they're growing loads of different vegetables like tomatoes. They also have peanuts, watermelon, cabbage, so many different things. And this is where I went this morning on my morning stroll. It was really lovely. No one else is down there. It's a really nice walk. You go over a little cute wooden bridge onwards to the swimming pool. And then through here we have the beautiful swimming pool.
Look at that.
And the pathways keep going and it leads all the way to the restaurant, which is where we're heading now because we're like Buddy Guinea, we're gonna have some lunch. And it's really nice at night time because the pathways are all lit up. It's really romantic and just has a really cozy vibe. And this is the restaurant. We are so full from that gigantic rice and curry lunch. It was so tasty, we just couldn't stop eating. Our bellies were saying no more, but it was so nice. Honestly, I think we're probably by now rice and curry connoisseurs, and that is some of the best rice and curry we've ever had. It's amazing. The food is seriously good too. Like honestly, some of the most delicious food I've tasted since being in Sri Lanka, and they cater very well for dietary requirements, like us on a plant-based diet. We've got a very decorative rice. But anyway, now we're heading out on probably the most exciting thing of the trip so far. We're heading to Kaudulla National Park in hope to see a huge group of elephants. We've just jumped into a Jeep and we're heading 45 minutes to Kaudulla National Park from our accommodation, which is in Habarana. So we just got to the entrance of Kaudulla National Park and I was not expecting this many people, this many Jeeps. This is insane. When we went to visit Udawalawa, it was so quiet compared to this, and this is insane. There's like hundreds of Jeeps here. At least people are coming to the national parks to see elephants in the wild rather than riding them in Sigiriya. So if you're coming to Sri Lanka, definitely support the national parks and not the trekking industry. Declared a national park in 2002, Kaudulla National Park is located 200 kilometers from Colombo and is near to the famous Sigiriya and Dambulla. It has a wide variety of flora and fauna, and along with Minaria National Park, Kaudulla National Park sees huge gatherings of wild elephants in the dry season as they seek out food and water, which is an incredible sight to witness. It's called the Elephant Gathering and is thought to be one of the best places in the world to see huge numbers of wild Asian elephants all in one place. And a refreshing dip in the pool after that safari. We got so hot, it was so lovely. We saw so many elephants. We saw in like one field space there was around 45 elephants, and it's 3 different herds. It It's absolutely amazing to see them in their natural environment. Even though they were surrounded by jeeps, there were so many jeeps. I wasn't expecting that many people to be in that national park, because actually before we came on this trip I didn't even know that this national park existed, so to see that many people there was very unexpected. But I'm also really happy that people are choosing to see the elephants in the national park instead of choosing to support the trekking businesses in places like Sigiriya. So yeah, if you're coming to Sri Lanka, please do not support the elephant trekking camps. Instead, support the elephants in their natural environment in national parks, where you can just observe them from a distance and see them in their family groups and foraging for food. It's just absolutely magical to witness. And yeah, we have a few more national parks to go and explore. They're still on our list, so we'll be doing that soon, I hope. We've got one more thing to do in the morning, haven't we, Roo?
Yeah.
And then we'll be heading to our next destination, which is Trincomalee, going to the beach. Good morning, everyone. Today we're heading out on a little picnic this morning. We're taking our breakfast to a secret location. It's been organised by the other corner, so I'm really excited to see where we're going to go. Such a beautiful day.
Do what I please, yes sir. I ain't got no things, no money, no means, just a wind in the wings, yes sir. I got my feet on a cloud and I won't come down. No, I won't come down.
This is probably the most off the beaten path we've ever been whilst travelling in Sri Lanka. We've been driving for quite a while and we've just reached this most beautiful tranquil spot. It's just us and the monkeys and some elephant poo, and we've got this view of this beautiful tank with, I think this is Ritagala Mountain, and we've got a really lovely vegan breakfast. We've got vegan pancakes, bananas, and also vegan cutlets and coconut.
Got my feet on a cloud and I won't come down.
And a trip wouldn't be complete in this area without climbing a traditional tree house. When you're here and you're exploring the surrounding areas, you always see these little tree houses in the rice paddies or the crop fields, and that's so the farmers can sleep in their fields at night time, and if they hear any wildlife coming, like any elephants that want to eat their crops, then they scare them away. So they sleep in these traditional tree houses, and I've been looking at them for the last few days wanting to go up one, and we have one in our accommodation, and it's actually like a double layer, like a 2-tiered tree house. So let's go. Oh. Okay, I'm putting all my trust in the manufacturing of the tree house. Going up. Oh, it's quite high. I think this one's made a lot better than the ones that are out in the field. Oh wow. Whew, I made it. Whoa. That's a long way down. Are you coming up, Roo? So we're in tier 1. You can see how high up it is. Woo. It's a long way down. This is so cool up here. Wow. You definitely feel it wobbling. Okay, this is tier 1. Let's go up to tier 2. Oh, this one's a bit dodgy, isn't it? If I fall, we're a long way from the nearest hospital. Oh my god. Definitely not for anyone who's scared of heights. And tier 2. Woo! We made it to the top. Look at that. Whoa. As the tree is blowing in the wind, it moves. I think I'm addicted to tree houses. Now for the coming down. But I think it's even more scarier coming down as the wind is blowing. The tree house is moving. Oh, I was so excited to come up the tree house. I didn't think that I'd actually be scared. Made it. Thanks for joining us on this adventure, and we'll see you in the next one where we'll be exploring Trincomalee. Bye for now.